This video covers the initial installation of three 6mm elements into your new Deltech furnace. Before you get started, be sure you have the tools you need to install the elements. To install three 6 elements, you need the following tools. 1. One slotted screwdriver. 2. One 11/32 inch combination wrench. 3. One utility knife. Make sure that power to the furnace is disconnected before performing any work. After the power has been disconnected, remove the furnace panels and guards. The first step is to cut the packing zip ties that secure the braids and bus bars during shipping. Cut one 1-inch by 1.5-inch size piece of aluminum foil for each element leg. We'll wrap these around the ends of the legs of the elements prior to installation. Next, open the box of elements that came with your new furnace. The elements are very fragile and must be handled with great care. Here's what can happen when you put too much stress on an element. When you are ready to install an element, carefully remove an element from the box and cut the tape holding the packing spacer in place. Leave the remaining elements in their box until you're ready to install them. Take one piece of the aluminum foil that you set aside and wrap it around one of the first element's legs. Then wrap another piece of aluminum foil around the other leg. The purpose of installing these aluminum foil strips is to create a better electrical connection between the bus bars and elements, which helps prevent arcing. Avoid any arcing as it will damage the element and bus bar. Here's an example of arcing. To install new 3/6 elements, you'll need 2 people to minimize the chance of breaking them. Now that you're ready to install the first element, one person will feed the element up through the bottom of the furnace through the element holes in the top of the furnace and hold it in place. The second person will slide the initial bus braid and bus bar over the closest leg of the element. Snugly tighten the bus bar to the first leg and set it on the spacer. Deltech recommends 6 to 10 inch-pounds of torque. However, if there is arcing, more torque may be required. Now you're ready to install the second element. Remove the packing spacer from the second element and repeat the process of installing it through the bottom of the furnace. Slide the element-to-element bus bar over the last leg of the first element and the first leg of the second element. Snugly tighten the bus bar connecting the legs of the first element and second element. Repeat element and bus bar installation process until you reach the last leg of the last element. When you reach the last leg of the last element, attach the final braid and bus bar. Once all elements have been installed, place packing fiber into the element leg openings. Use only enough fiber to block the escape of light. Do not pack in tightly. Now, you're ready to test the furnace to be sure you've installed all the elements correctly and that there is no arcing. If arcing occurs, first disconnect the power. Then check that all bus bars have been adequately tightened and retighten as required. If arcing persists, call Deltech technical support. Disconnect power once again, then replace all panels and guards.